Hello everyone, I am Aniket Dattatreya Takle. Today I am talking about body fluids and significance of each body fluids in diagnosis. So let's start. All of you know that all liquids that are secreted or eliminated from the body are referred to as body fluids. That means fluids of many different kinds make up the human body. The functions of the body are maintained in part by these fluids. Blood serum, which carries blood cells, nutrients, hormones, and others. Urine, which carries waste product secreted by the kidneys. Fluid between tissues, which are the fluid that are located in between cells. Brain and spinal fluid, which are fluid surrounding the brain and spinal cord. Intestinal fluid and saliva, which aid the process of digestion, are some of the famous fluids. Body fluid analysis is essential for determining a disease's diagnosis and prognosis. A physiological or pathological condition is indicated by a change in the concentration or makeup of a certain biochemical ingredient in body fluids. Therefore, one could consider bodily fluids as a disease marker. Early recognition of these markers can result in a definitive reading and rapid medical approaches. That means monitoring a certain substances during the course of sickness, whether it is an endogenous or exogenous substance. It can also provide information about how well a particular treatment is working. That means blood and urine samples are mostly used as a sample for diagnosis. The word body fluid is most frequently used in regards to health and medicine. In a medical laboratory, body fluids can be examined to look for microorganisms, inflammation, malignancies, etc. Clinical samples are typically referred to as non-infectious human or animal substances including blood, saliva, excreta, body fluids, and blood-derived medications that have received FDA approval. In medical context, a specimen is something that is taken for a diagnostic examination or evaluation and for the purpose of identifying a condition or disease. Typically, samples are excreted by collecting the fluid, that means such as urine and semen, in a container, or by aspirating some of the fluid with a syringe after entering a needle into the body cavity, that means CSF, pericardial fluid, etc. Once a sample has been collected, various testing such as chemical checks, microscopic analysis, and infectious disease tests may be carried out. In that, significance of each body fluid in diagnosis, first one is urinalysis. In that urinalysis, urine testing is used to diagnose and treat a variety of conditions including kidney disease, diabetes, and urinary tract. In that infection, and abnormal urinalysis may suggest a specific disease or sickness and call for more testing. In that semen analysis, in that this test is usually conducted to find out the man's fertility and also about his reproductive health, as well as to assess the effectiveness of vasectomy. Next one is fetal fibronectin, that means FFN. In that, if a woman is 26 to 34 weeks pregnant and exhibiting signs of an approaching labor, fetal fibronectin, that means FFN, testing is done. In that, the next step is to take action to prevent the possibly dangerous health issues that could result from having a preterm baby. In that CSF analysis, to identify a sickness or condition that affects the central nervous system, that means CNS, such as an infection, malignancy, or bleeding inside the brain or skull. In synovial fluid analysis, in that, analysis of synovial fluid is utilized to identify the origin of joint swelling, discomfort, and or inflammation. In that, pleural fluid analysis, this test helps to identify the origin of pleural inflammation, that means pleuritis and pleurisy. Fluid buildup in the pleural space, that means pleural effusion or potential cancer. In that, last one is pericardial fluid analysis. In that, it helps to identify the origin of the fluid buildup around the heart. That means so sampling pericardial fluid alone for study is unusual. The fluid from pericardial Taponade, which is collected for therapeutic purposes, is usually sent for analysis, particularly when a bacterial or cancerous etiology is under investigation or when the reason for large growth is unknown. And last one is peritoneal fluid analysis, in that which is helps in determining the origin of peritoneal fluid buildup or peritonitis. Peritonitis, that means called as acids. These are all about body fluids and significance of each body fluids in diagnosis. Thank you.